All right, everyone, we're live. I had to just go ahead and start. I had to. Oh, okay. Nope, my audio is working. Okay, good, great, wonderful. All right, if you guys don't remember what happened last time, shame on you. Most of what we did last session was the interlude that dealt with the Enleas estate getting bombarded by invisible assassins that slipped through the portal on the right hand side. There was a mix up. We have established that there's an issue that needs to be retconned. So it is the right side that leads to Ter Valestas, and it is the left side that the players went down into Kuiper. And when we last left off, they were basically getting, a day off enjoying the spider spa. There was massages abound. They enjoyed a wonderful hot spring sort of setup with the spider ladies, in which Celica was finally showing some normal emotions, but the spider ladies kept pestering her about things that were best not to bring up and put her right back into depression pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Sa just sat under the water for the entirety of the spa. Yeah.
Well needed.
Her neck flaps are like just open.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
I'm not. I look.
water though.
She sounds like she's just breathing in the people.
Oh,
the
stinky.
people.
She breathes in ladies' feet water.
That's what she's doing.
Does the water have those little fish that eat the dead skin off your feet too?
Oh,
This
God.
is premium
Gross.
lady bath water, okay? I'm getting this for free.
There's not the little fish that eat the skin off your feet. It's Saw. She just comes up and starts nibbling.
Yeah, she just like a little bite here or there.
Not even. She grabs you by the ankle, holds you there, and goes.
Even worse is like she probably she sucks in through her neck to sniff underwater.
Oh, that's worse.
Ew, gnarly, disgusting.
You have to go that far.
You look down and she's looking up at you with this like grotesque smile on her face and just being rippled.
Hellboy Abe looking ass, shape of the water looking ass fish thing.
All right. So they were going to Lady Arachne was going to have this device given to the party that is, when they leave, that supposedly can trap Lear Talinor. So befriending Lady Arachne has been very beneficial to the party overall. They basically learned that there's Lady Arachne's responsible for the dryads, and only female drow can be dryads. There is a different type that's in Zendrick, where it's only the males, and they turn into basically scorpion version of dryads. I haven't given them an official name yet.
You mean Drider, right?
Did I say dryad?
You said Dryad like 4 times.
Yeah, I meant Drider.
Tomatoes.
Close enough.
We got a bunch of spiders near a bunch of trees. I'm getting confused here.
The spiders are trees.
And going back into the interlude, we had a bit of a write-up that I will read just to have it on the video here. Let's see. It's with Best Woman Selena. Let's see. Okay, just jump to Thomas the Train sticking his head out instead of what I clicked.
Choo choo.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, it's not word wrapped? Come on now. I gotta download it. Did I really write this much? Oh my goodness. Alright.
Yep.
So, she couldn't simply keep an eye on Rhiannon and do nothing. Rhiannon was hiding a lot. She wasn't herself. Selena asked Lady Celine to put her best person on watch. She, Selena, had to research. Knowledge was her power. She wasn't as deft as she'd like to be with magic, and she wasn't as adept at fighting or graceful like her kin. While she had the same familiar tan of a Vailnar elf, her prowess lay with study. Her personal library, partially pilfered from the Enlaeus one, took over her apartment. She had several estate servants who stayed with her after the fires. Tonight, she was alone. The others knew when she was on a mission for information, so they let her be, in hopes that it would come as a service to the new head of house. She read through book after frustrating book. Selena tried to piece together this feeling that she had, this feeling that something wasn't right. She had treated her books with care, but tonight something had her on edge. She dropped them where she stood when she didn't find information or what she needed. Dozens of dropped books later, she finally let out an angry shout and tossed her most recent book or compendium aside. It stopped in midair and fell to the ground. She had to have been seeing things. There was no way. She turned her attention to the spot where it fell. A book slid on its own. The door to her apartment was slightly cracked open. Her expression went from frustrated and exasperated to outright furious. The book shifted all on its own. The book shifted, and all she could do in time was fall to the ground. Her blouse was opened along the side where an invisible blade sheared through it. She took a deep breath and concentrated. The books. She kicked out at the bookshelf and sent the books toppling and pages flying. The assassin was invisible, but their form pushed pages from the air, and their feet struggled against the parchment, scrolls, and loose books on the floor. The form split debris on the floor as it rushed to Selena. It had gone for her heart before. She held up... Hang on a sec. Okay. Nope. Alerts. Alright. Where was I? Here we are. The form split debris on the floor as it rushed to Selena. It had gone for her heart before. She held up a book above her chest, and in that moment it was stabbed through. She twisted the book and threw it. The blade scraped the floor and kept the book shut. If you were coming for me, you couldn't be more transparent. I see through your plans. Attacking me here is quite the novel idea. Her vicious mockery continued pun after horrible pun. She didn't need it to cause harm, it was there as a distraction. She tried to get up, but was pinned by the assassin. Normally, she struggled, normally, you'd have to go out on a date with a lady before. Crack! The slap seared her left cheek. She looked outraged, but continued her struggle. I'm not quite into that, alas. Now I know you don't hit like a girl. Her smirk formed at the moment her kneecap dug into a pair of low-hanging fruits. The invisible figure coughed and gagged. She was able to writhe free and tried to run, but the assassin grabbed her by the ankle. She stomped down, and they let go before she crushed their wrist. The moment her foot hit the ground, spectral blades swept around her, protecting her. As the sword burst slashed through objects close to her and drew blood from the assassin who had tried to dodge from the ground in time. She ran, and the assassin must have as well. She could make out the blur that their bleeding form made as they rushed to the door and slammed it. That wasn't where she was heading. She opened her desk and hurriedly pulled out a pair of wands from several dozen or so. She ran again, passing up a cauldron along the way. Her wand tapped it as she ran by, the empty cauldron filled with water. Selena did her best to make it seem like she was running to outmaneuver the assassin. A second pass, she tapped with the other wand. The cauldron began to glow red hot. She faked a struggle just out of sight, behind an upright bookcase. The assassin took the bait and rushed her. Finally, the one thing she had been practicing would come in handy. Psionics. Her mind reached out for the searing cauldron as she ducked behind a bookcase. She instinctively pulled up her shield spell, and as the cauldron was pulled free from its stand and sent flying at the assassin. His screams of pain filled the air for an eternity. His face was hidden as his writhing form came into view, before ceasing to move. She could hear fighting from outside and went to help. Or she would have if it weren't for the happenstance positioning of scattered pages and books on the floor leading to her doorway. The titles, or the first words she saw, read, A Study on the Eclipses and the Moons, Of Dark Dreams and Quarry, The Shattered Empire of Giants, The History of the Future, All Shall Turn to... It should have said All Shall Turn to Light. A study on the sovereign host. Instead, the light was covered by a blank, dusty old tome. One she didn't recognize. All sound seemed to fade as she looked at this strange thing. Did the assassin bring it in? No, that doesn't make sense. She was kneeling next to it before she realized. How long have you been here, little friend? She brushed some of the dust off of the cover. You're quite the old one, aren't you? A flash filled her apartment. That's where the write-up finishes.
What were the books in order?
Flashbang book.
I'm going to copy-paste it for you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Good thing. Why in the world Discord is being all kinds of messed up? I'm having to manually do quote block here. There. Okay. Alright, I have to adjust some of my volume real quick. Okay. With that said, you were invited to stay here with the Spider Ladies for the rest of the evening instead of your spot over at the inn. And I believe we had all agreed to stay here. Is that correct?
Yes, because
Yeah.
the train doesn't go back, is what we were told.
Right,
tonight.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we had brought KL
Mm-hmm.
over as well.
Yeah, and
kind of
the
like,
other slaves.
at
don't
least
know
to
where we're
mend
at.
their psyche, I guess.
Yeah, and let's give them one night of actual rest before we head on out.
Yeah. So, if there's anything we want to do this evening before traversing back the next day, we can go ahead and do that. Or if everybody's kind of satisfied with where things are, we can go ahead and move forward with getting back to the Enlace estate.
I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, Saw hasn't had an actual good long bath in a while, like a relaxing one, so she's pretty content.
Yeah, and ever since her mark turned to frost, she couldn't bathe herself.
Yeah.
Colleen wants to get her dice back from Akasha, and then she wants to look over Mama's tome in a specific fashion.
Okay.
She wants to use her dice to roll them to figure out where she should look in the book.
Okay. So, are you going to do that on your own, like in your whenever you get your room?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna move forward then to where everybody has their rooms, however they want to be situated is all fine, and we'll go ahead and address that. So she's going to open the book and then just roll the dice, or is there a particular
basically
order?
to roll the dice to figure out, what page to start on, etc., etc.
Okay. I'm going to
That
ask
sort of thing.
that we start with the D.
I mean, I can roll them all like we did before.
No, I'm needing the percentile dice. So what we're going to do is... Yeah, I'll just flip a coin if I
It
have
wouldn't
to.
let me deselect them,
How dare you?
but it's apparently a 90.
Let's get just the percentile dice.
Okay. Blop.
And I'm going to roll a D2.
That's what you use the 2d10 for.
Yes. Okay, so we're not going past. I was rolling to see if we were going to go another roll to add, because it's several hundred pages long. But we are not. We are going to go to page 85.
394.
Now, page 85, looking it over, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Mostly because it needs stuff from the previous page. It's a recipe. It seems to be a recipe for some sort of tail soup, but you don't know what kind of tail it is.
Interesting. So, Holly now wonders, because of the revelation she had before about how this works,
Mm-hmm.
if because she now understands how it was working, that it doesn't work that way anymore, at least with the book.
It most certainly could be, but she would probably want to see what the rest of her dice have to say about the situation.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I'm going to say that on page 85, there's 6 paragraphs. So roll 1d6.
How do you deselect a dice?
Yes.
You right click it,
Yeah.
and then just delete.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Blop.
Sir, please do not pollute the pools with your dice, please.
All right. So that is paragraph 6. And before we read paragraph 6, it's going to be more important to note which sentence we're going to use. So that's going to be another d6.
A 3.
Sentence 3, paragraph 6. Let me check my prophecy notes here and see what we can pull from.
It's a 3.
Oh boy. You end up finding like the worst part of the prophecy.
I do. The sentence is just Celica.
Gotta turn Celica into a soup. Serve Celica soup to everyone.
No, don't turn me into a marketable soup. Ah!
Celica green.
The Celica soup is made out of people, but it's Celica, so it's okay.
Does the Celica soup come with those little spice sachets? Not worth otherwise.
This soup
Yeah.
tastes like dad.
You also get like the little baggie of tortilla strips to sprinkle on top.
Hmm.
I just had that good soup.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a couple here, but I'm thinking I've got one that works.
Dun, dun.
I'm trying to translate one that would work, but also be relevant to a recipe. So I've got one. That particular sentence says, ugh, stupid. There we go. Once they have mixed, there will be a potent reaction.
I am content with this.
All right. That was page 85, paragraph 6, sentence 3.
And in the distance, from the depths, we hear, "Where's the lamb sauce?"
It's raw.
Give me just a second. I gotta adjust the AC.
Come in, donkey.
Where are you, an idiot sandwich, sir?
Yes, chef. I am an idiot sandwich.
Oh, I just loaded up my D&D Beyond character sheet, and I go to characters, and Shepard's the first one that pops up.
Oh,
I mean, technically, still alive. That makes sense.
I
That'd be
mean-
cool. You get to place a Jaxian one as an inlord. That'd be cool.
Nope. All right. Yes, everyone's still in the hot spot. No, I have it on this scene. They're actually all in their rooms. All right. So, is there anything else to be done tonight, or is everybody satisfied to get some rest?
we can't really go out on our own, can we? Because we were told not to.
Not so much that you can't go out on your own. It's just that you're going to be heavily watched,
Mm-hmm.
and
Not
you're
advisable.
you're pretty much restricted only to the surface level stuff without Zekcha. But he did like strongly suggest like if you do this, you will be more than heavily scrutinized.
There's
this
only
is-
one of him to go around.
yeah.
Well, I was thinking about maybe getting some supplies, but I guess we can get them back with me and back in the estate. So I'll just go to one of the rooms.
I was thinking about wandering out and getting in a fight and doing some murder.
Not here.
All right. So we get our long rest.
Woo!
Yay!
Woo!
I've forgotten how to do that. Where's the button? There it is.
So, waking up the next quote unquote day, it is in fact the next day, but you don't really have a day night cycle here in the ground. The lights are pretty much always the same. Somebody comes rushing into Kali's room, very similar to Kramer in Seinfeld. The door just opens, and it looks somewhat like Akasha is like sliding to a stop, but there are very masculine features on her, even though she's wearing her dress. There's no upper lady bits. I can't say too much here with Jax. There's a
no point.
there's a a noticeable 5 o'clock shadow.
There's no
Hair's
more
this
Wombo?
hair's the same, but it's like back in a very loose ponytail, like the
Looks
best
like
they could
gender
muster.
bend Akasha.
Yeah. And so Kadir says, I have a problem.
This is a big problem.
Oh, I see.
I
I take it this has not happened before then.
not like this, no.
You're not
You,
gonna
you notice
compliment
you
his
notice his
dress?
voice is like off as well. Like he's had control over her physical body before, but never a transformation.
Alright, well, I'm... Is it because she got too relaxed from the spa? Do you have any... I should really get dressed before I have this conversation.
Yeah, well, what I'm asking first, because I know I've had some vision of how you can change your clothing. Akasha was fascinated by this and left a note for me. I had no note left overnight to wake up to this, and well, that's beside the point. What I want to know is like, can I not be in a dress? Do you have something quick?
You should... The dress itself should be one of the shift weave garments that I gave her. So you should be able to activate it with the command word. I'm not certain what Akasha said is the command word, but it probably would have been something she wouldn't say very often but would never forget. Perhaps it's just something in Korai like change or style.
Great.
But once you do that, you should feel sort of a mental pressure almost that allows you to designate which of the styles it turns into. And one of them is desert garments that are just robes covered all over. That should suffice for your purposes.
Great. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I mean, you might be able to reset the garments, but I've never done that while wearing one of them, so I don't know if it would do anything strange.
That's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Thank you. Closes the door.
If
You
anything,
hear him
you
rush
could pull
off.
it up like a loincloth.
Hear him rush off. Celica's door opens up quickly. Kadir closes it behind him. Celica. Celica. Celica.
Yeah? Huh? What?
Hey, listen. Kadir here. Do you know what kind of word Akasha would have used to make this not be a dress and more like what you wear?
You better have the right answer for him because he's coming to Sa next.
Out of character, can I do like a roll for that? A check or something, or do I not know?
I want you to use your best judgment, knowing Lumi as a person and knowing Akasha as a player, to give me like three words you think might work.
That's too many.
Go
Okay.
gadget.
That too many.
God. Does it have to be? Is it a 3-word like put together, or are they 3
no,
separate words?
three separate words. It would be some kind of command word.
I know exactly how to change the dress into a loincloth. like personally, IRL, I know how to turn dresses into loincloths. That look fashionable.
I'm literally trying to wrap my brain because we haven't really known Akasha for that long. It's only been like a week,
Yeah.
or maybe even less than that.
Yes, but she's a very bubbly person.
Yeah. I'm sure she talks about stuff.
And anyways, you all know Celica's a powerhouse of yeah, I can't say the word.
Then again, I don't know if she would actively change her clothing in front of everybody. She seems more like the type of person to get ready for the day by herself and then meet everybody.
Yeah. Happy go lucky. I don't know.
Okay. Happy? No.
Okay. Skyfire?
Skyfire? No.
Okay. What? Oh, what's the name of the? I've forgotten the name. I can't find it. The name of the Sphinx.
Flamewind.
Yeah.
Flamewind does not work.
Damn.
All right. So, sorry to bother you. I'll go see Saw. Don't worry about it. I'll figure this out. Thanks for trying.
Sorry, I couldn't help.
Yep,
No
no problem. No, never mind. Closes the door. A few moments later, Saw's door is being struggled with to open. So he's just knocking and like shaking the door. Saw. That's this thing. Saw.
Shit. I don't. She's. I don't know if she's a morning person.
Is she gonna do a Wolverine and stab him?
She's
I need your help, please. Can you open this door?
Who is that?
Kadir.
She's just gonna like fully. There's no like opening up and peeking out the crack. It's just like the whole door comes open.
the wind of the door opening like pulls his ponytail hair forward, and he has to like brush some of the loose stuff out of his face. You see, what is somewhat recognizable as just a male Akasha in her garbs, and he comes in, he pushes the door closed. I'm trying to get this stuff to change. Kali said there's some kind of command word or something that'll make this not be a dress. I just, before we have to go out and do anything, I would like to have this fixed. I've got so much stuff going on in my head right now. I just... Do you know of a command word that Akasha would have used?
She's just like, the whole time, she's just like looking up and down. She's like, but I think it looks great.
Oh, come on.
She's like, all right, hang on, stay still. And she's gonna kneel down. She's just gonna, not like kneeling on her knees, but she's like bent over. She has to like almost go to a knee to get down to the level. She's gonna pick the dress up almost to his thighs. She's gonna wrap it around the back. pull it in front and wrap it through. Bam. Loincloth. It looks like shorts and a loincloth. All done.
That does nothing about these shoes, this thigh-high sock thing, whatever it is. Does nothing with whatever this wire is against my chest.
You just take that off.
If I could, I would have.
So I'll just reach behind. One finger snap.
It doesn't
Been a
unsnap.
technique.
It doesn't unsnap.
It's a psionically locked.
She has a chastity bra.
No, it's just part of the shift weave that Akasha has going on.
Right. Oh man. Okay.
And it's now that you realize like Akasha only wears the shifting clothing. She doesn't have like undergarments not tied to it.
It's all one thing.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
We need to go clothes shopping for her then.
Yeah. Saw is just like studying him very hard to almost where it's uncomfortable.
He's already
And
uncomfortable.
she's gonna, yeah, well, even more uncomfortable, more so. It's like a leery person. All right, I'm gonna roll to see if I've ever seen or I can get any clues to what word she would use.
Okay.
What would that be? History?
No, it's an intelligence check made with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Let me get another d20.
Use that fish brain.
Fish brain go! Come on, dolphin brain kick in. Both 16s.
Dolphins aren't
Damn.
fish. I can't believe
I
you'd
know
say that.
dolphins aren't fish.
I can't believe you.
I'm not a fish.
No, you
Debatable.
are. You've got gills.
If dolphins aren't fish, why was the documentary called Blackfish?
Nobody watches documentaries. Anyways, your best guess would be something along the line of giggles or spring or maybe like sunflower or dreams. Music, maybe music.
Yeah, something bardish. Maybe something with her lute. I don't know.
Well, what three do you suggest?
What was what's that one tune that she plays?
E minor.
What one tune that she plays?
She played at the inn.
I have no recollection of that, of giving it a name.
Guts, describe. Come on. What is it?
Guts is our memory vault.
See, I don't remember music that well.
Yeah.
Well, you would have wrote this down. I trust you to have written this down somewhere. Can you just go back a couple pages, find out, please?
It's
Thank
not
you.
Mr. Brightside, so he's not going to know it.
Yeah. I'm like brainstorming with him. I'm like, okay, so something musicy, like I mean, I didn't go to college. What's the music thing? I'm struggling IRL.
Music box.
Yeah,
The
Jukebox?
Arc Wreck?
like a tune.
Arc Wreck. Oh no, that's the radio thing.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
university.
the Arc Wreck was the radio, the thingy.
But she did do a song in the, was it the Moon Inn
Yeah.
back in Sharon? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, it was like an actual
Yeah, I remember her
it
doing
was
one,
one
but
of her spells or
yeah, I don't
something.
remember the name of the song though. But yeah, I get where you're going with that. It's not that.
Okay.
Hallie's had the time to get dressed, so she'll start heading that way.
Okay.
I don't know, like tune up or something, or I don't know, just start saying music words.
I just none of them are working. Like you're going back and forth. None of them are working, and he's just like, I'm just. He's starting to open the door.
No.
It-
I slam it shut.
Just listen.
I do the whole anime, like the big girl hand against the wall on him.
He's looking her up and down, and he's like, I appreciate the situation for what it is, but your cleavage, and then the close shift. He looks,
Oh, it's emotion.
he looks down.
No, cleavage.
He looks back up, and he says, cleavage? And it changes again. And then he dejectedly just says, cleavage. And he's wearing
Sai's
shirts and a
trying
pants.
Not to laugh.
Sa's trying not to laugh.
I'm trying not to laugh.
I don't believe that at all. And he's just
Trying
like,
not
you
to,
can
laughing loudly.
back away now. I don't want to say the word that's in my face.
He's like, she's like, are you sure? It seems to help.
Listen, I don't want to. Now I'm going to be paranoid of saying it. Like, if we get in a fight or something, and something happens and I accidentally say it during the fight, just let's. We figured it out. Thank you. And he goes to open the door. And there's Kali.
And I'm just still leaning, one hand against the door's frame, and he's just like slipping out.
Yeah. And
Oh.
he's.
I see you figured it out.
Yeah, we
We
figured
did
out.
some testing.
Yeah.
Well, don't mind me. Enjoy yourselves.
No. Let's get everybody else. Let's get everybody and stuff together. Let's go.
Important question. Since Saw got woken up rudely,
Mhm.
is Saw even wearing anything?
Yeah, I would have thought that was mentioned
it's a
first.
strange
Something about
town.
naked Saw.
It's a strange town. And I know that we're getting up early to leave. I probably would have had basic gear on.
Hello.
Hey, hang on.
Hello?
She went robo. Just a second.
Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Welcome back.
Okay. I was saying, being in a strange town and knowing that they're leaving the next day, she'd probably have her basic leathers on.
Okay.
Kind of like how
Okay,
you
so
sleep
Kali
in
would not
jeans.
misinterpret this further.
No.
Good to
She doesn't have her netting or like her pauldrons on or anything, but yeah,
No
she's
netting?
not
Oh
nude.
my gosh.
No netting.
That is scandalous.
She just has her strap top and her bikinis on.
You don't even have the conch shell on your shoulder?
No conch.
Oh, I don't know then.
Yeah, that's a bit fishy.
God damn. That
That's
conch
pretty-
shell.
You got
That's
naked
pretty,
shoulders.
Yeah.
Salty
Oh.
pauldron.
I'm gonna have to tell the Puritans about this.
All right. So we can gather the slaves. Kyle.
I'm glad that you chose to say that and I wasn't forced to.
Wait, you're glad that I said what?
I'm glad
Let's
you had
gather
to
the
say
slaves.
that and I didn't.
Oh, okay, yes. No, I didn't say that. Kadir said that.
Oh.
Well, he's from a different time.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's Kadir. That's politically incorrect. You can't say that these days. All right, so let's gather the slaves, Kyle, and I don't remember much else. Honestly,
Zexia.
and let's try and go surface side.
No master's entourage aside from Zexia.
Well, we're still here at the Lady Arachne's stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's very odd listening to you talk because you sound the same way as you did in the dreams. But you just look like a masculine Akasha instead of like you. It's very, Very strange.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad look. Just saying.
So, are we going to get going, or are we going to just keep talking about me?
Well, I think we're waiting for Celica to get up. She will make a lot of noise once she finally gets out of her room.
Yeah, she's already up.
Oh, perfect. Let's go get her then.
Okay.
I just had to get my conch on, and I'm good.
Just
You can't go
Just-
out conkless.
don't, like, just knock. I didn't. I don't regret it. But I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. It's just, things were exposed that I wasn't expecting, but I needed help.
You know, I honestly thought I had locked my door, so I don't know if you just destroyed the lock or what, but we'll have to make sure we pay for that if so.
Oh, that's what the breaking thing was. Sorry, I just rushed it. You were the first one I could think of. I rushed in. I might have broken something. Yeah, we'll pay for that.
Alright, I will go ahead and
He's
get our new traveling companions.
he's
Let's refer
looking
to them
back at
that way.
he's looking back at Saw confused. Like, if he was able to break that first lock, why couldn't he get into Saw's room? That's a question for a later
Because
day.
my locks are better.
We don't know if Kali actually did the deadbolt or if she just did like the doorknob lock. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. So
You know how my locks are better? I sleep against the door.
we get everybody together, and Lady Arachne's dryads are all somewhat sad to see us go. They have prepared some small gifts, mostly small packets of coffee beans and tea leaves. I'm gonna say
It's been a couple of weeks, but didn't one
5
of them
each.
mention something about like spider silk armor or something? Or something out of spider silk? I don't remember. It might have just been clothes.
Yes,
Somebody talked about that.
it's
Okay.
spider weave, and we're getting to that. But these are the actual people that you guys interacted with.
So it's 5 drieder tea bags.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm like scooping up handfuls of coffee beans and putting them in my pocket.
And-
tea bags.
And 5
Spider
dried
head tea.
coffees.
Tea bags and coffees.
Yes.
Cool.
So
Eat-
beans and tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you, once you guys kind of like say your goodbyes and whatnot, you get to meet with Lady Arachne again, and she has a small lockbox, and inside it, she says, is the spiderweave garments, and that would be enough for all 4. Sorry, all. There's technically 5 here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Zeksha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 5 spiderweave. Garments.
What is it about it? Is it just that it's tougher than normal clothing?
She described it as being very, very strong, very durable, but also very lightweight. So, akin to mithril, but potentially better.
Okay.
Once we get time to kind of identify things, then we'll figure that out. She also says that the device is waiting for you by the train. She
Ominous.
she says, I gotta be careful how I word this. Just a second.
May the web be with you.
There is there is one of us who is less susceptible to the light. And I wish for her to travel with you to the surface.
Oh,
I will look to the others and then back to Lady Arachne. With everything you are offering to us, I do not see any reason to turn down such a generous offer.
Lady Arachne smiles and gives a kind of a gentle nod and bow, and lets you know that the Drider that will be going with you, her name is Kira, and I'll type that in the chat here. Kiera.
Oh, I spelled
Kiera.
that right.
no.
And she has the device. And she, if at all possible, try to make it easier on her while out in the sun, basically. She can handle light more than other Driders, but it will, given time, do more damage. With that, we say our
Just
goodbyes. Yes.
Just ask, what does she look like compared to the others? Like, is it one of the ones we actually spoke to at the spa, or is she like different? From
No, you have not met Kiara yet.
us? Okay.
What she look like?
Yeah.
Well, we got to get there first. So
Okay.
Okay.
I would move tokens. I'm just not gonna worry about it though, because I'm gonna show the stream where we're going. We're going back to the rail, the rail system.
Mhm.
And Zekcha, you kind of have a choice at the moment. Given Zekcha's motives and history, is he going to remain here, or is he going to attempt to go with them?
I think. Just quickly double checking everything you sent me before. Just make sure I have the right answer.
Well, they're both the right answer.
I'm thinking he'd probably want to go.
Okay. Yeah, because with how his family house is and everything. So in your mind, in Zekcha's mind, thoughts begin to form and project that he's going to go with them to assure that what the master wants done is going to be done in accordance to the agreements that stood in place beforehand that you guys had made with the master.
Mm.
And the master finds this acceptable.
So to recap that, we're basically sharing information with the master as we figure out what's going on
Yeah.
with the speaker. And we have a further agreement with Lady Arachne, who wants us to use the device, which will capture Lear Talinor,
Mm-hmm.
who is a succubus, and will allow Lady Arachne to utilize Lear's power in some form or fashion that we were not really explained because we probably wouldn't understand it anyways. That would allow her to possibly or at least her intention, is to get her people back to Zendrick
Mm-hmm.
and then try and reunite the Drow there.
Right.
And also part of the master agreement was that Rhiannon would come back, be brought back down.
Yes.
Oh yeah, to get slurped.
Yep.
Yeah, or in some other special way, because he did say it was a good idea that we didn't bring her. So I don't know if we have like a special way to bring her back that would have been safer.
It might be one of these things where it's like right at the entrance to the tunnel. You're like 3, 2, 1, push her through, instant suck.
Or a little elevator pops up out of the ground tangent, like to the left of it. It's like, no, just go this way instead. Little service elevator.
All right. So that will bring us.
Just a quick
Oh,
question.
hang
Did
on.
you get my message? Sorry.
And I did some looking back, Sab. We didn't actually use a Jurassic healer to revive Carly. We used a plot point that allowed Rhiannon to revive Carly. It was
That's right,
we used the healer on K9.
Yeah, we used the Drasco healer hired there for K9.
You
Okay.
got
I
shot
knew we
with
had a
lightning.
Drasco healer in the Chronobulator at some point. I just misremembered the
So what was your question,
order
Guts?
of events.
I was just asking if you had got that message I sent.
Oh yeah, I thought I said something. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that just yet. We're good. So now we go to the Master's Portal.
Transition. Side
Mhm.
swipe.
That's the side swipe effect.
It side swipes to someone slurping noodles.
Big fat udon noodles.
All right. So everybody at the portal. I know your tokens aren't, but
Yeah, I
The
see
camera
the
is, yeah, that's fine.
okay. So we step through said portal, and that's when the Game Master has something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Do not pass portal. Do not collect $200.
We do not have
Yeah,
the
there's a-
required key.
There's now a TSA agent here to check all our passports. Reason for entry or exit?
Papers, please. Glory to our Stotska.
Oh man, they let Joe in.
But Joe exploded 3 seconds after.
Um, is the guy's name Joe the one that keeps coming back that like has different things each time?
Yeah, he's got like the funky mustache and you
Yeah.
see the bald hair? Yeah.
Oh, we are best friends, yes?
Yeah. Bless him.
Stotska is the best country. He's
I-
got like a crayon drawing of his ID.
yeah.
Speaking of, while Vex is still away for a second, did you see the like little live action short they did of Papers, Please?
I've
I
seen a
did,
few,
yeah.
but which one?
It basically ends with him letting in a guy's wife who he's like she just doesn't have the work permit and it'll be fine, and like right after you hear the explosion,
Yeah.
and then like it's really well done. I think it's only like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, everybody. I snuck away to feed the guests.
All good.
Yeah,
Just a
it's
second.
hard boss music.
man,
Chicky Ricky.
Whoa.
that bass though.
I'm not hearing anything.
I mean, it's probably going to be the Drider, I guess.
Oh, now I hear it.
Oh, it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what are you doing? Oh, I like it.
There we go.
I think we actually had this song before.
That's impossible. I just linked
It's
it
definitely
last
the first
time.
time.
Ah, okay.
It's not true. That's impossible.
All right. Now I can bring everybody here. All right, you're going to have to probably zoom in and adjust your settings a little bit. But the portal,
Oh my god, I tried to adjust.
the portal leads to well, some aberrant bit of tunnel.
Yeah.
The
Like a
walls,
Super Mario level.
the walls are writhing. Tendrils, spike tendrils are protruding from the floor. Pulsing masses are kind of just, I guess, pulsing along the floor. Small fibers and hairs are kind of sticking up. And at the center is a much larger portal. It's what you came out of. But you cannot see what you had expected to see going into it. There's no kind of like shimmer. On one side of the portal is what looks to be like lava and this volcanic cave, and on the opposite seems to be some sort of like canyon-like valley. At the center of this portal is a blue tendril that has a upside down prism dangling freely from it. To quickly describe Kira, she
She's currently trying to stab me.
yes, she has shoulder length, very, very like brilliantly white hair. She has blue, is it Solera? The whites?
Oh,
Yeah.
Scalera.
Sclera.
Sarah.
Okay. And her iris is almost actual gold. Like it has the same sort of sheen to it. Very bronze kind of gold. I guess medium chest length. She's not as quote unquote thick as Lady Arachne. She's more of a Leith or a lithe Leith petite frame kind of build. Lean. There we go. That's what I was getting at.
Linda.
So here we are. Now what? Kira is looking around very confused.
Do
Very,
we
very
randomly
odd.
teleport with like a Drider woman?
No, she's
Remember-
coming with us.
Remember,
Kira.
yeah, she's bringing the device.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so she's
I
coming
forgot
up to
that
the
we met
surface
up
with
her
you.
just now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Could I do oh my god, my investigation's not so great. Arcana's not so great. I wanna
This is not what this once looked like.
check out the device and the two very stark environments behind and in front of us.
Seems like an interdiction. Is it possible for me to do like an Arcana check to see if the
Yeah, what was PC's check? Sorry.
I want to do a check on the environments front and behind us.
All right, nature.
Let's go, nature +1. Ugh.
I can assist with
17
that one.
total.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
What's
What's
up,
your
Shai?
nature at?
My nature's a +4.
Okay, so Shai, you roll the nature as well.
Me and Rhiannon are looking around.
Rhiannon's not here.
Yeah, right here.
Mm,
Zeksha. It's
yeah.
Zeksha.
it's next step. It's an 18 +4.
That's
All
better
right,
than
so
mine.
22. So the both of you are looking across the landscapes. You can see that this living tunnel kind of permeates into the landscape a bit, in front and behind you. In the lava area, the portions where it's kind of permeating in are actually actively like burning. And in the valley sort of landscape, it seems to create mud where it touches grass. It kind of kills off any living material there. So, given that, you know that these landscapes are using actual natural environment that you would find in said area. So it's not all this aberrant living material. That rock and the lava is all actual rock and lava.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you
But
know, the
why
same
they
can be said
here?
for yeah. Why
Why
why did we come here? That's gonna be, let's see, Celica's Arcana.
Right. Oh boy, that's a 17. 17 plus Arcana 7.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I'm the backup Arcana person now.
So
Look at me. I do the magic.
you you very clearly remember the master talking about how the portals work. And you remember him mentioning that they kind of connect at different spots at different times, but these ones were supposed to be controlled. So it seems like something has shifted the master's portal to connect to this space instead. So when you step through the master's portal, you didn't end up in the Enleas estate, you ended up here. Now, where is here? We have no idea. No clues, no previous knowledge of something like this happening. This is completely foreign and aberrant.
Okay. I'll definitely tell people. It's like, so it seems as though that one of the portals been moved somehow. Obviously to
But
another location, but by someone else.
Actually, would that Arcana check would have told him anything about the funky triangle thing? Pyramid thing?
No, because we're studying the landscape at the moment. So that would have been a separate check to study that.
I got it.
I can check it now if you like. So I'll do that next.
Why did the atmosphere not set properly? That's one problem.
Oh, is it not supposed to be bright?
No, it was.
Buggy?
It's supposed to be here. There.
Oh, there we go.
That's what it was
Now
supposed to be.
it's
Hmm.
You want me to do a roll for that?
Yes.
as well? Oh boy, nat 20, so 27.
Nice.
All right. This thing, as you study it, when you get close to it, the tendril kind of recoils away and kind of keeps it shying away from you. But you see that there's runes kind of etched into this prism on each of its faces. The runes themselves are magical runes. They aren't, I guess, runes that are attributed to words or letters. Instead, they're runes that do things. And these runes that do things are runes that shift and maneuver objects. So, using that knowledge, you get the idea that this is a device that needs to somehow be activated in order to direct where this portal is supposed to go.
So whoever activated this must have been here when we entered it, and then left when we actually appeared.
That's a possibility.
Okay.
Are the runes in any language anyone here would know? Like,
They don't
Like
represent
this.
words or letters.
oh, right.
Yeah.
I used I mean I know Thieves' Can isn't really like that kind of thing, but
No, this is something that's purely magical in nature. These, when put together in this manner, are normally used to essentially activate either magical devices or traps.
So it's like puzzle runes.
Kind of. It's something that needs to be activated and then used.
Can I do an investigation and a sleight of hand?
Mm-mm. They can't be moved.
Okay.
No, something has to be done to activate the magic
Gotcha.
within this device.
Is it
Gotcha.
possible to figure out what that might be if we need to charge it with magic, or we need like an actual key to use it?
Not just by studying it, no. You'd have to actually venture away from this spot at this point in time to figure out what might activate it, because given you guys' checks just now, we haven't found anything in the near vicinity that would activate it.
Well,
Oh man, can't trace our fingers on it.
I mean, you can,
It's
it's just
like
it won't do anything.
Do anything, yeah.
if this is a portal, like, does it look active?
No, that's what I was saying. You don't have that shimmeriness
Okay.
to it. You're just seeing, basically, the best thing I could say to describe it is like, it's almost like just a straight glass. And on one side, you're
Alright.
seeing the canyon fields, and on the other side, you see the lava.
Well, in character, Saw is going to say, well, if it's a puzzle and we need to figure out how to activate this, I would want to go this way first.
Which way is...
Yep.
Oh, that way.
Kid here agrees.
Oh.
I'll
If it
take
was-
a look out. I'll step outside and take a look around.
Is this how we do adventuring always?
Not all the
Not-
time.
This is not.
exactly.
This is fun. I am excited.
I got a 20 on perception. Not nat, just altogether.
Altogether.
Zia, for now, stay here and keep an eye on the portal.
Zia, that's right.
Ah,
It's
about
become
that.
meow.
Yep. All right. So, moving upwards out of this aberrant living material and into more natural material, we see that there's rocks that are basically jutting up out of the ground. There are large stacks of them. There's kind of ruts and valleys that go between them, and there's these glowing spots of light that are scattered throughout this large, it turns out to be a cavern. But at the very center, at the top of the cavern, is this globe that's filled with light. And occasionally, a beam of light kind of shoots out and creates another glowy spot on the ground. And after a while, that glowy spot fades. So imagine all these little glowy spots that I have on the map as like fading in, fading out, and appearing all over.
Alright. I'm gonna go here. And then, I just don't like the way that this looks. I want to gently put a foot on this section of the grass.
Okay, so once you step onto this set of grass, nothing happens.
I'm ready to. Okay, I was about to say I'm ready to jump on those rocks.
Yeah, nothing happens.
We touched grass.
I was gonna say, looking at the grass, it kind of looks like hands, so I thought we were stepping onto skeletons.
Yeah. I am going to I do want to get a better view here. Cause it kind of looks like a maze that's not a maze. Oh, I see the orby thing now.
Orby thing.
On the ceiling. The spots that are glowing, is there anything in common with those particular spots?
No, it's like the beam of light from the globe hits the ground and kind of just lights it up temporarily, and then that light fades. and then more
Okay.
beams. It seems to be kind of sporadically lighting up the terrain.
Sasha, I don't like this.
Yeah. Is it possible to tell if that light is dangerous? Is it just creating points of light, or is it like
Well, several of them of the party have passed through it to no bad effect.
okay? Is it possible to tell what the purpose of the device is and why it's in here if it's not doing anything?
We're about to find
At the
out.
moment, your best guess is simply that it is lighting the area up. You'd have to find a way to interact with the device to actually investigate it. Is Kali still
Let's
staying
see.
back there?
No.
Okay, I was just making sure. I
Just,
didn't
Seems
want to
like
like
be
grab
on.
it.
Yeah,
It seems a bit strange that it's just hitting certain or random spots. So maybe it's something to do with reflecting the light. Can he use one of his knives or short swords to bounce it to anything in particular, or at least back to the orb?
He wants to like throw it up in the air towards it.
No. Use like the flat edge of a blade to reflect the light back at the orb,
like
Oh,
a
oh.
magnifying glass.
like what
It's
the
not
classic
like
Egyptian mirror light puzzle.
yeah, no, it's not bright enough to do like the like in the Mummy. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's that sort of situation. Once you take the knife out, like it reflects the dim light back, but this isn't very strong beams of light. It is very dim beams of light.
Maybe we need to connect it. Sal's just gonna be like, all right, just be wary for traps.
Always
Watch
worry.
where you step.
Kira says,
I do not see any way of climbing this wall to the top, but maybe I could create a web to go up. Is this
Yeah.
is acceptable?
Yes.
As long as you be careful.
Absolutely. We don't want to lose you in the first 5 minutes of joining the party.
Okay. So then I will.
and she like
Would it be better if I just flew you up?
I do not like the sounds of that.
All right.
What would
Tell us
catch
why.
what would catch you if you are falling?
Generally, my
Oh.
wings.
That is very unsafe for you to do. If your wings stop working, you're in trouble.
Well, yes. Generally, when one's limbs stop responding, it is problematic.
so a web slings up from her rear, and it gets up to. I'll just use her as a thing. Here, come on, there we go. It gets up to roughly about here before a concentrated beam of light shoots it and basically just burns it.
Damn.
Okay. So that is the bust.
Callie, do not fly.
Kali's been like flying, but just a little bit over things.
Just hovering. Yeah. It's kind of like if you need to hop over, like climb up a rock, you just flap a couple times and you're up on it. All right.
Guts,
Can
how are
I
you?
make some sort of Arcana check to see if that was perhaps a spell?
Your passive would tell you no. It was not. It was just an activation of a magical device.
Oh.
But no spell being cast.
Is it lighting up the same areas over and over again?
It's sporadic. It is not.
Okay.
And I don't know how I'm going to do a cameo right now, Guts.
I didn't actually mean to press that.
So, I got it noted.
Yeah.
Who descends from the ball for the cameo?
Hanman shows up punching through the.
Can I
So-
try?
No, you cannot. Because things are happening before you can try. So deal with it.
I deal with it all the time.
The ground rumbles, quaking and shaking. And let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's even better. All
It
right.
doesn't sound better.
Oh, no, it's great. It's fantastic. I've got to pull up Akasha's character sheet real quick. I think I already have it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, no!
Oh, yeah.
She gets swallowed whole. Or
Probably.
crushed.
Oh yeah? Wait, did the
Fighting
Kool-Aid
on-
Man show up?
Oh, we're gonna fight our duplicates.
Ooh, that is a high dexterity. Dang. All right, it's 23.
Goodness.
Kadir feels the rumbling and leaps up, climbing this ledge as fast as possible as something
Oh,
erupts
no!
from the ground.
We got ass grabbers.
Dang it. Let me choose the thing. There we go. As a huge worm-like creature with a massive beak
Yep.
grabs out for Kadir, barely missing Kadir as he gets onto the canyon rock. And then it clashes and crashes back down into the ground. And the ground begins to rumble and quake a bit more. Let's roll initiative.
Oh, time to call in Bert.
We need the Burt Gummer cameo.
Yeah.
All right. Jeez. And then for Kira. Jeez. All right. 12. Zekcha.
16 total.
All right. Sa.
23.
Celica.
22.
Ooh. All right. The turn order is going to be. Oh, I can't put it in the Discord easily. Here, because you guys can't see where the graboid is. Kira, Akasha. Oh, actually, Kadir.
I mean, I can see it right now.
Yeah, it's chosen the turn order.
Oh, it does. Finally, they fixed that. Oh, great. It used to be that it wouldn't show if they were hidden.
Yeah, most of the tabletop simulator type things would do that. The virtual tabletops would, if you
Mhm.
hit a creature, it would vanish off your turn order. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
but now it's staying,
Alright.
so that's perfect. All right, so Kira's going to go first. She's going to put 2 and 2 together and say, "Touching the ground will attract it." And so she is going to, if I can learn how to maneuver my stuff. Here we go. She's going to use her webbing 2 times. Oh, Jesus. To get maybe about here, just in case there's kind of like a flanking situation she can take advantage of. Kadir.
Make a net!
Kadir says, "We have these back in Sarlona. Stay on the rocks." And
Got it.
I'm gonna try to jump that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
That's not a great acrobatics.
I mean, he was literally just born today, so.
Guys, do you want me to use her inspiration?
If it's gonna kill her, then yes.
I mean, we don't know if it's gonna kill her or not, but
Am I close enough to catch her?
no.
Let's go yes.
All right.
I don't want her to fall and, like, smash
Okay.
her face on a rock
Much
and
better.
die.
Much better. That was a 19.
Oh,
All right. So she's able to make the jump without touching the ground. Saw, your turn.
I want to do a nature check on the thing that just came up. I know that. I mean, I could ask him as well if they had him in Sarlona. Paired with a check of that is 21 in nature.
You remember
And
one of your shipmates talking about some kind of giant worms or something back in Sarlona, and they were referred to as graboids. They sense vibration in the sand and in loose soil, and they are immediate. They just beeline to it and eat it. They don't, they can't see. Like, they have no eyes.
I'm an expert in this IRL.
They just kind of, whatever vibrates the most, that's what they're going for. And they tend to be really clumsy, meaning that they don't really have a slow cruising speed when they attack. They just go full send. So that's what Sa knows.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll look down at Selk and be like, you better climb up that rock right now.
I will, but it's not my turn yet.
And I don't know where we're going, so I'm just gonna kind of observe everything for right now. I'm taking it all in. I'm trying to study its movements.
Oh boy. Is it my turn?
Yes.
I will see if I can climb onto one of the nearby rocks. Let's try this one. Do I have to do a check,
Alright.
or do I just go on it?
Where were you?
Here.
Okay. The ground rumbles and builds up in intensity as it gets close to where you were, but seems to fade away. Believe you bought 6, Shy.
I think it was more than 10 because we were joking about a premiere.
Oh. You're right. It was 11.
Okay.
Alright, so Guts felt the rumbling and it began to fade. What's next?
So, because I have to be zoomed in, I can't tell where the orb is. Whereabouts is it?
It's
Like here?
no,
like
no,
it's
it's
generally
straight
in
up
the air.
from this area here.
All right. I think it might be a good idea to be closer to that. So I'm gonna see if I can make my way there.
All right,
Um,
you can make it to these without having to worry about a check.
that is 10. $20. Okay. Can I get across to over here?
With a athletics check, yes.
Cool. I will try. Athletics. That's an 18, and my athletics is stupid, so plus 11.
So that jump is no problem. You make that jump, and you land on top, and then the rocks begin to shift and slide from under you. I need a dexterity save.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
you failed me, athletics.
No!
That is a 9. Plus dex is 2.
So that's an 11.
Yes.
So are you keeping an 11?
It's better than a 10.
Yeah, I mean, we just started. You're gonna make me use it already?
Kadir just used theirs.
Fine, I'll use it. I better not regret this. It's a nat 20.
So the rocks shift and slide, similar to somebody getting a herniated disc.
Oh.
So one goes sliding out from under your feet, and another one goes sliding the other way as you land. You drop to
Playing
your knees,
hopscotch with 'em.
and not to your knees. You drop to your butt as you land, and it looks like you had slipped and fell. But when you look back at the rest of the party, you're holding both rocks in your hand. Now they're very heavy for most people, but given your strength, they're manageable. So you caught both of them as you did the sliding stop, so they didn't hit the ground.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you can gently set them down now. I'm not gonna have you like use any move speed to get back up. So
Just softly put them down, or I could throw them and get the thing to go somewhere else, but I'll just put them down for
yes, that's what I was saying. Like you can do whatever.
now.
Discus.
Yeet.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do that so it gives us a better chance. Maybe it'll help with checks or something. So I'm gonna see if I can throw a rock the furthest I can into like the corner of the room.
Okay,
So I can
give
get it
me
here.
an athletics check.
Okey-dokey. Well, that's a 2, but with plus 11, that's a 13.
Nice.
All right, so you chuck it. I'm gonna say off like this away. So out here somewhere. And it clashes with some other rocks that creates a whole bunch of noise, and some stuff goes sliding down over there. You feel the rumbling from where you had previously felt it build up as it passes underneath you and heads out towards where that vibration was.
Awesome. I don't know if I can speak, so I'm gonna do like sign languages to point out that it's going that way. And then I guess that'll be my turn. I can't move anymore.
Yep. Zekcha.
Oh boy. So get around. It feels as if to Zeksha that we got to somehow just kill this worm. Because if this room's nothing in here but random ball casting random light and this worm, and so many rocky outcrops here for us to run and walk on to stay out of its way. It's what it feels like. In the middle, directly underneath the ball, is that constant light, or is that also just randomly coming and going?
It's all random.
Okay. And the ball itself, can't see how it's being attached to.
It's
thing
not.
above?
It's floating.
That's fine. Not much. Oh wait, Carly can fly. Yeah. He'll turn to Carly and ask, could you perhaps give me a lift?
I should be able to.
Cool.
I
And
want to
he'll point
remind.
out-
I want to remind you that once that spider web got up to a certain point, the concentrated beam of light burned it away.
Mhm.
Yeah, actually, how high was
Carly
that
can't go.
when that happened?
That was like within 10 feet of the bulb.
Okay, yeah, not gonna go that high. Basically, he just wants to. Oh, wrong button. He just wants to get taken closer to roughly right there.
Okay. So we're gonna wait on Callie to be able to do that, and then you can take the rest of
Yeah.
your turn. All right. We're gonna have you guys all roll a perception check as the graboid comes up out of the ground over here. I'm gonna put a light on for you guys. Light on for. Oh, it
There
doesn't
she
really-
is.
Yeah.
I got a 23.
Oh man, look at that mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that mouth. That's a thing of
23.
beauty.
Does anybody have higher than a 23?
No. I had a 9.
All right, let me see for Kira. Nope. Kasha. Nope. That was the roll of 2.
I got a 22
All right.
total.
Nice.
Callie, what was yours?
16.
All right. So those that were 20 and above, notice that as this thing comes up out of the ground, kind of has a screeching, gravelly sound to it. Rocks and stuff are falling off the side. Speaking of, these rocks are destroyed as it comes up.
It's a good thing I
Oh,
threw that
man.
bloody rock over there.
So
That could have been me.
you notice that these things get basically tossed aside and crashed around as it unearths, destroying some of your arena. As it grabs out and reaches about, and then crashes back down, you notice that on its back, here we go. So right here on its back, there is a small glowing jewel,
Hey.
and then it crashes back down into the ground. Callie, it is your turn.
Zekcha, where did you wish to go?
Yeah, just there.
Give me a marker somewhere.
Did you see the light?
Straight ahead. I have a.
Oh, got it.
yeah.
Now. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't have like a middle mouse button because I'm on a touch
Oh.
pad, so I can't rotate the camera, and it was directly under the orb for me with how my camera is right now.
If you
let's
hold Alt and right click, you can rotate the camera.
Or just use Q and E.
Plus.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forget about Q and E.
Okay, Kali can get there with you, but it'll take my action and my move action. But you have a plan, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And just to spread us out, I think I can. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, so I can get there, drop you off, and then get back to a slightly spaced out one.
Cool.
So that's what Kali will do. She will basically just fly over about 15 feet off the ground the whole way. Because that's about how high I am right now, right?
Yeah.
Just
So,
maintaining
drop-
height.
Drops Zekcha off over there and then goes over to here.
Yes. Trying to make sure that if somebody gets nommed by it, it's not multiple people at once.
Yeah.
And that's action to take the dash, which gives me double move action. And I don't think I have anything for a bonus action. Let me triple check.
So I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh, I do have a bonus action. I forgot because I had changed my spells the last time. So Kali has Hex that lasts basically all day.
Uh-huh.
So as a bonus action, she's going to transfer her Hex to the Graboid. And as part of this...
How can
She
she
gets
do
to
it when
choose
she
another-
can't see it?
Oh, I thought it was still up.
No,
It's
it
not.
crashed back into the ground.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Never mind then. Okay, that's the end of my turn then.
Okay. So before we start the next round, we're gonna take a quick break, refill drinks and whatnot, and then continue this encounter.
Okie dokie.
All right. Be right back,
Oh, and-
everybody.
Before we forget, just flick it back to my turn since I held it.
Yes. Oh. First. All right. So what's Zekcha doing?
I was just gonna quickly tell everyone who hadn't seen it, the glowing thing on the back of it, we've got to kill it. He's gonna ask probably Selic or whoever wants to do it. Throw the next rock, make the rock roll, throw it so it'll roll, and get the thing to face away so we hit it.
Alright. I think I still have the other rock unless I threw both.
No, you only threw one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. That's a plan. We'll be right back.
So basically, yeah, like throw it in this direction, so we have plenty of rocks behind us to get back to the entrance.
Yeah.
Got it.